taking Miss Navy Kate on her first outing. Good job. Hey, Miss Navy Kate.
I love when I'm sitting here because I get to sleep. I want to baby.
Our first outing is Zayd's soccer game. The grandparents are also in town, so they're going to come cheer him on.
Get him, Zayd!
Get him, Zayd! Good defense.
Okay, then go back on court and play the game.
This family outing is going excellent. Run, Zayd, run!
Run, Zayd!
Run! Baby girl slept through the entire soccer game, but now we're going to take the family to brunch. Still sleeping.
You want to talk? You just said.
I have to say that was a pretty good first outing. Miss Navy Kate did so good.
What happens when the joy of new beginnings collides with the shock of unexpected twists? Over the past few days, the Bates family has been riding an emotional roller coaster that no one saw coming. In the span of just moments, celebrations turned into struggles. Everyday routines became unforgettable milestones, and what looked like a peaceful getaway suddenly carried the weight of a royal surprise. Fans across social media are buzzing. Prayers are pouring in, and questions are rising about what comes next for this much-loved reality TV family. Today, we're unpacking the latest updates that have everyone talking. Stories filled with resilience, heart, laughter, and just enough drama to leave us all stunned. So grab your coffee, settle in, and before we dive deep, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell because you won't want to miss what's coming next. For Erin Bates Paine, what began as one of the happiest seasons of her life has transformed into one of her most challenging battles yet. Just weeks ago, Erin and her husband Chad welcomed their 7th child, baby Henry, a moment of overwhelming joy for their family and fans alike. But that joy was quickly overshadowed by a terrifying medical crisis that left Erin fighting for her life and her loved ones clinging to faith like never before. According to their emotional new video update titled Erin's Fight for Healing, the nightmare began shortly after Henry's birth. Erin experienced an unusually complicated labor, far different from her previous deliveries. Though Henry arrived healthy, the ordeal didn't end in the delivery room. Soon after, Erin developed a dangerous infection that spiraled into septic shock. Doctors worked frantically, but things went from serious to life-threatening in the blink of an eye. The scariest moment came when Erin suffered a severe seizure. Chad described it as the moment everything changed, the moment when a joyous hospital stay turned into a desperate battle for survival. Cameras captured raw footage, Erin lying in bed, her body weakened, Chad holding her hand with tears in his eyes, and the family gathered in silent prayer. It wasn't just a health scare, it was a reminder of how fragile life can be, even in the middle of what should be a celebration. Erin eventually stabilized, but the crisis left lasting challenges. Perhaps the most heartbreaking update Chad shared is that Erin has lost use of her right leg. Doctors, despite running endless tests, have not been able to provide a clear explanation. The family has been left in limbo, caught between gratitude for Erin's survival and fear for what lies ahead. Chad admitted the uncertainty has been overwhelming, but through every setback, he and Erin continue to lean on their faith. Fans across the globe have rallied around the family. Instagram and YouTube comments are overflowing with messages of support, many offering prayers specifically for Erin's healing and the restoration of her leg. One fan wrote, praying for complete healing and strength, especially for her right leg. Another added, your story is inspiring people all over the world. Stay strong. From Tennessee to Brazil, the wave of encouragement has been powerful, showing just how much the Bates family story resonates beyond their circle. But not all the reactions have been free of controversy. On Reddit, viewers debated Chad's approach in the update video. Some felt he dominated the narrative, making it feel more like The Chad Show rather than centering Erin's experience. Others argued he was simply stepping up to give the update because Erin wasn't strong enough to speak for herself. This split in perception has added another layer to the unfolding story. raising questions about balance, vulnerability, and how much a family should share when they're still in the middle of a storm. Despite the criticism, what remains undeniable is the resilience on display. Erin has endured septic shock, a seizure, and an extended hospital stay, yet she continues to push forward. She is now home with her children, grateful for the love surrounding her, but fully aware that her journey of healing is far from over. In moments of reflection, Chad shared how deeply Scripture has carried them, especially the promise from Isaiah 41:10, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee, I will strengthen thee." That verse, he said, has been a lifeline through some of the darkest nights. For fans, Erin's journey is both heartbreaking and inspiring. It's a reminder that even reality TV families face unimaginable struggles, and that faith, community, and perseverance are what carry them through. As of now, baby Henry is thriving, but Erin faces a long road of recovery. With no clear answers from doctors, the family is choosing to hold on to hope, trust in prayer, and lean on the global community that has surrounded them with love. From heartbreak to heartwarming, the Bates family stories always seem to remind us of the fragility and beauty of everyday life. While Erin has been fighting through her valley, her sister Carlin Bates Stewart has been celebrating a small but unforgettable milestone, her very first outing as a family of 5. The scene was as ordinary as it was extraordinary, a Saturday morning on the soccer field. Carlin captured the day in a sweet Instagram reel that quickly drew thousands of views. For her son Zaid, it was game day, complete with tiny cleats, boundless energy, and a whole squad of cheerleaders, his big sister, little brother, and brand new baby sister, Navy. Her caption summed it up with humor and honesty. "Not much for running, but he's got a solid kick." Fans laughed right along with her, as Zaid proudly marched onto the field, cheered on by his siblings. At one point, his sister leaned over and reminded him to go back on the course and play the game, while Zaid himself whispered sweetly to Navy, "Cheer me on." Those simple words melted hearts across social media, perfectly capturing the innocence and magic of sibling bonds. Meanwhile, baby Navy, just 2 weeks old, slept peacefully through the entire event, wrapped in a cozy blanket, completely unfazed by the noise around her. It was her first official family outing, and while she may not remember it, the photos and video will certainly become part of the family's treasure chest of memories. Carlin's in-laws even flew in to meet their newest granddaughter, making the day about more than soccer. It was a celebration of togetherness. After the game, the Stewarts capped off the outing with brunch, smiling through the kind of beautiful chaos only parents of 3 young children truly understand. Fans flooded the comments with admiration. Zach Bates called out the sweetness of Zaid whispering, "Love you, Mom," while Evan proudly cheered on his son's soccer debut. Others simply gushed at how quickly Carlin and Evan seemed to have found their rhythm as parents of 3 young children. What might have been just another Saturday became something far greater, a portrait of love stitched together by laughter, teamwork, and tiny milestones. And for Carlin, this reel wasn't just content. It was proof that even in the exhaustion of early parenthood, joy has a way of showing up in the smallest, sweetest ways. While some Bates updates are rooted in family milestones at home, others feel like they've been lifted straight from the pages of a storybook. That's exactly what happened for Katie Bates Clark and her husband Travis on their recent trip to London, a getaway that turned from a simple sightseeing tour into a once-in-a-lifetime royal encounter. It all started innocently enough. Katie and Travis were playing the role of tourists, snapping photos in front of Big Ben, strolling across Westminster Bridge, and soaking in the historic beauty of the city. Katie looked effortlessly chic in a neutral jacket and boots, while Travis kept things laid back in a vest and sneakers. Everything about their post said dreamy vacation, but little did they know the real headline was still waiting around the corner. Because then, it happened. Out of nowhere, the couple found themselves standing just steps away from none other than the Prince and Princess of Wales. Cameras flashed, crowds gathered, and suddenly, Katie and Travis were thrust into a scene worthy of a royal documentary. Katie later shared the moment on Instagram with disbelief. "Still shocked I actually saw them." For a Tennessee-born reality TV star, finding herself face-to-face with British royalty wasn't just a highlight of the trip, it was surreal. Reactions poured in immediately. Carlin Bates chimed in and called it the trip of a lifetime. Zach Witt marveled at how amazing the timing was. Fans lit up the comment section with one writing, "I think I would faint if I saw the prince and the princess in real life." Even Jingervulo joined in with a supportive like, showing just how far this moment rippled through the extended Bates circle. Katie herself summed it up perfectly with another caption. "Big Ben and the royal family. London, you've outdone yourself. I think I'm good to go home now." It wasn't just a trip anymore. It was a memory etched in gold. For fans, this update was a refreshing reminder that sometimes the most magical moments aren't planned at all. They just happen, and when they do, they leave you with a story you'll be telling for decades. From royal encounters to runway-worthy moments, the Bates family never seems to run out of surprises. And this week, Josie Bates Balka stole the spotlight in a very different way by turning her growing baby bump into the centerpiece of a fall fashion showcase. In a brand new Get Dressed With Me video, Josie invited fans into her world at 6 months pregnant, proving that maternity style can be both chic and comfortable. She began the reel in a soft lounge set, casual, cozy, and perfect for a lazy morning. But with a quick change, she slipped into a sleek olive green textured dress that hugged her bump in all the right places. Paired with strappy sandals, a brown leather handbag, and her signature loose waves, the look had fans flooding the comments with admiration. One follower gushed, "That dress fits your growing bump and your body as a whole beautifully." Another begged for the link, calling it perfect for fall. What really struck viewers, though, wasn't just the outfit. It was Josie's confidence. She captioned the post, "So excited to start dressing the bump for fall," radiating joy and anticipation for the months ahead. And because Josie can never resist adding a little mystery, she teased fans in her Instagram stories by admitting she changes her mind every day about whether this baby will be a boy or a girl. That playful comment sent speculation spiraling, with fans debating in the comments and tossing in their best guesses. Her sister Carlin was among the first to hit like, cheering her on as Josie stepped into this new chapter of motherhood with grace and style. For fans, it was a refreshing reminder that while the Bates family may be full of big stories and big surprises, sometimes it's the small, personal moments, like a mama-to-be twirling in her fall dress, that capture our hearts the most. So let's take a quick lightning round look back at what's been unfolding in the Bates world these past few days. Erin Bates Paine turned a season of celebration into a season of survival, welcoming baby Henry, but then facing a terrifying medical crisis that has left her recovery uncertain and her family leaning hard on faith. Carlin Bates Stewart gave us a heart-melting glimpse of family life with her very first outing as a mom of 3, capturing Zayd's soccer debut and the sweetest sibling moments. Katie Bates Clark transformed her London getaway into a once-in-a-lifetime memory, stumbling right into the presence of the Prince and Princess of Wales. And Josie Bates Balka reminded us that even in pregnancy, style and confidence go hand in hand, dazzling fans with her chic fall maternity look. One thing's for sure, the Bates family never stops giving us moments to celebrate, to pray over, and to talk about. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you'll never miss an update. And tell us in the comments which story touched you most this week. Stay tuned because more Bates family updates are on the way right here on The Fame.